Hi folks, Apple Watch OS 7 update packs a ton of features. Let's go look at some of those features in this video. Apple Watch OS 7 update is available to Apple Watch Series 3, Series 4, Series 5 and also to Series 6. So what I have here is the Series 6 with the blue aluminum case and cream sport loop band. So this is one of the new colors available with Apple Watch Series 6. And of course this blue looks a little bit dark, but it does not look so dark as the black color. So there is indeed a good blue shade around the aluminum case. watchOS 7 includes a bunch of new watch faces. To see a new watch face, all you have to do is press firm, swipe all the way to the left, and when you see the plus button, tap on it, and now you can scroll through different watch faces available, and you will find some of them new, like the Chronograph Pro or the new artist watch face. Now I've already added them here in my watch, so I can show you some of the new watch faces, starting with the Memoji watch face. Memoji watch face allows you to choose a Memoji character or your Animoji character. So for example, here I have chosen my Memoji character that I built using the Memoji app. Now what I can do here is I can use the digital crown and scroll to select a specific Memoji character rather than cycling through all of the Memoji characters available, or I can keep scrolling and now I will get the option to have a display that and scroll through all the Animoji characters available, or I can keep scrolling the digital crown to get to my favorite Animoji character that I can set as my watch display face. It's pretty neat and very useful to have some fun times with your Apple Watch. Now, once you add the character, for example, here, let's go and add this giraffe. And you can see that it not only acts as just a watch face. When you tap on it, it does do some animations just to give you some lively effect of that Animoji. The next watch face we're going to look at is the GMT watch face. With the GMT watch face, you can have two time zones, one being your local time zone and the other one being the time zone of your choice. The inner dial displays the local time zone and the outer dial displays your desired other time zone that you have selected in this watch face. So to do that, all you have to do is tap on the watch face, and then you will be able to now select a different time zone for your outer display. You can see here I have New York. You can use the digital crown to scroll through all of the different cities available, and here let's say I am interested in Paris, and once I have selected that, I can tap on this check mark, and now the Paris time is set as my second time zone. The red dial hand, which is over here, is actually indicating the hour, that is the current hour in that particular time zone, in this case the Paris time zone. So you can see it's pointing to 4 a.m. and if I tap on Paris, you can see it shows it's 4:51. Next up is the Chronograph Pro watch face. The Chronograph Pro watch face packs a stopwatch in your watch display. All you have to do is tap on the display. That will now start the stopwatch, and when you tap the green button, it will start the stopwatch with the lap 1. And if you want to add more laps, you can just tap on the white button. That will start adding the next lap. So it's pretty neat that you can actually use your stopwatch right in your watch display, and you can already see it's showing your current time with the two dials as well while the stopwatch is running. Now all you have to do to stop the stopwatch is tap on the red button, and now that will actually stop the stopwatch. And if you want to exit, tap on the white button. Now there is something here. If you notice, it said it's using a 60-second time scale. So you can configure your stopwatch to use different time scale options. To do that, you have to press firm on the display and tap on the edit watch face button. When you do that, you will get your option to configure the time scale for this particular watch face. So in this case, you can see it's set to 60 seconds. Use your digital crown to scroll down to different time scale options. So for example, here You can see now I am using the digital crown to move to a 30-second time scale, and now a 6-second time scale. And if I want, I could also use the 3-second time scale. Now there's also another time scale option if you're interested, which is the tachymeter. So using this tachymeter, you can measure speed and distance from one point to another. Next up is the stripes watch face. So using the stripes watch face, it allows you to configure up to 9 stripes and then have some customization where you can actually put a color on each of those stripes and also the angle and position of the stripes. So to configure that, press firm and then tap on edit. You will get the option to choose your style. Now, if you're someone that likes complications in your Apple Watch, then the circular style will allow you to do that. That is to add complications. If you don't want the circular style, you can also choose the full screen, in which case you won't get the ability to add complications to this watch face. So let me switch back to circular here. And then if you swipe left, you will see the options for the stripes. And you can see here at the bottom, it shows the number of stripes. It goes up to 9. So if I want to reduce it, I can certainly go and use the digital crown to scroll up and down to actually get to the number of stripes I want to have. And up to 9 is what you get. And then you can choose a color for each of the stripes that you added. So all you have to do is use the digital crown to scroll through the stripes and the colors, and then you will get to be able to select a color for every stripe. If you want to move to the next stripe, tap on that particular stripe and then again use the digital crown to change the color of that stripe. This way you can customize the color for each of the stripes you have added. And finally, there is the position, the angle in which how you want these stripes to be. Again, use the digital crown to choose the different angle positions. You can actually see the angle position displayed at the bottom here. And this way you can configure this to be the color of the sports team that you like, or just to match your outfit. And of course, if you use the circular style for this watch face, you get the options to add complications. The next watch face we're going to look at is the count up watch face. While the Chronograph Pro watch face allowed you to use it as a stopwatch, the count up watch face allows you to track the elapsed time from a given position. So as simple as it gets, tap on the display and you can see there is a marker that's actually mapping your minute hand. And with that minute hand, what it tells you that there is a marker, and now if I click start, it actually now will start to count the elapsed time. Of course, tapping on the start is really hard. So make sure that you find the right position on the display to tap on the start. And now you can see that it will now track the time from that marker where you have placed. So this is really simple if you want to track how much time has elapsed on a given activity or something that you are monitoring. It's pretty simple. You don't have to open any timer or stopwatch. You can just do that right away from your Apple Watch display. And to stop the timer, tap on the watch face. It will give you the time elapsed and the option to continue, which will take you back to the watch face, or you can tap on stop and that will stop the elapsed time counter. Now, along with those new watch faces available in watchOS7 update, Apple also updated some of their existing watch faces to include some new capabilities. Let's look at some of the 2 new capabilities that I like. The extra large watch face, which allowed you to display time in large numerals, now has an option to add a complication in the middle. So that way you can actually now use this watch face with a complication. Like here, for example, I have my time as well as my activity complication. So now it's very easy when I'm working out to look at and the time as well as track my workout. Press firm on the display, tap on edit, and I will get the option to now add complication here, and I can choose any complication I want to add. The Photos watch face also got an interesting update in Apple Watch OS 7. So if you tap on edit to edit your Photos watch face, now you will see that you have the option to set a color tone from its original photo. So using the digital crown, you can scroll through the different color options available. Or if you like the original, you can keep the original for your Photos watch face as well. Now, of course, you can go view all of the watch faces in your Apple Watch display, but sometimes it's really hard to find which watch faces are new. So for that, I would recommend go to the Watch app in your iPhone and then tap on the face gallery. At the top, you will see a section new in watchOS. So in that section, you should be able to scroll through some of the new watch faces available. Moving on from the watch faces, let's look at what's new with complications. Here's a modular watch face that I have added, but if you notice something, all of my complications are weather complications. And as you might have guessed it, all of those complications are coming from one single app. So with the watchOS 7 update, you can add more than one complication from the same app in your Apple Watch face. Now that means an app can also have more than one complication available for you. So for example, let me show you this complication. You can see here that I can now view all of the complications grouped by apps. So that is now new in Apple Watch OS 7. Now, some of the apps you can see they only have one complication, but if you have apps that support multiple complications, for example, the Calendar app in Apple Watch, you can see there are two complications available. And you can see the Carrot app, which is a very good example that I use to show this feature, has more than one complication, and 3 is shown as the recent. If you tap on more, you can see all of the complications available for the Carrot app. So what I've done now is I've chosen some of my favorite complications and then put them down here for each of the complication space I have at the bottom row. So now I have a modular watch face with all of the weather information available in one single watch face. Here is a neat little feature added in watchOS 7. Now, you've gone through all the difficulties to build your watch face, add the complications, and make it something your own. Now, you might like to share that as well with your friends and family. You can do that now. So if you press Firm and go to the options to edit your watch face, you will see you have a share icon at the bottom. So tap that share icon and then you will get the ability to use the Messages app in your Apple Watch and send this watch face to your friend or a family member. Now, one of the things to notice here is that this is only available to share using Messages app. You cannot use any other app here to share the watch face. If you are someone that likes to monitor and track your sleep, well, watchOS 7 now supports sleep tracking. So to enable that, go to the Settings app in your watch and then scroll all the way to the bottom until you see the option to configure sleep settings, and tap on the sleep, and you will see that you have the option to set the sleep mode, in which case it is set to automatic by default. Now you can tap on that and actually select the option to turn on automatically or show time, depending on what your choice is for the sleep mode. And then if you scroll down, you will see there's also the option to turn on sleep tracking. So this will now track your sleep and write this data into the Health app in your iPhone, where you can go later look at the sleep patterns. Now there's also a really neat option, which is to turn on charging reminders. So if Apple Watch does not have the enough battery capacity to track your sleep throughout the night, you will get a reminder before bedtime to notify you that you need to charge your watch. Now that brings up a good point. What is the bedtime? With the watchOS 7 update and iOS 14 update, you have a new app called the Sleep app that allows you to set your bedtime, and that allows you to then do some things like let Apple know that you're going to bed and track your sleep. So if you tap on the Sleep app, you will be able to set bedtime schedule depending on the days or weekdays or weekends, whatever schedule that you have. And you can see here I have set my schedule to go to bed by 10:15 p.m. and wake up at 5:15 a.m. And it will also show you, if you have started tracking your sleep, the last 14 days data of the sleep activity that you have had. Now, if you want to look at the full schedule, tap on the full schedule, and that will actually give you what the different schedules you have, not just the one that is coming up. So weekdays, weekends, and you can add more schedule here. You can also set a sleep goal. So if your sleep goal is 8 hours, then you can set that here. And there's also a new feature called wind down. So this wind down, actually what it does is before the time you set here, so in this case 60 minutes before the sleep time, it will start turning on the do not disturb mode, and whenever you pick up your phone or watch, it's going to tell you that bedtime is approaching soon. Hope you're relaxing a bit and getting ready to sleep. So just a nice little feature to remind you that you have to go to bed on time. So with these features, you can track your sleep and sleep patterns with the Apple Watch OS 7 update. There is also another new app added to your Apple Watch OS 7, which is the Memoji app. So using the Memoji app, now you can view all of your memojis that you created, which you might have done so with your iMessages app in your iPhone, or you can directly create a Memoji in your Apple Watch by tapping the plus icon and then going through and setting the options for your skin, hairstyle, and other options available here. So you can create your own Memoji right here in the Apple Watch. And what's the benefit of that? Well, once you create the Memoji here, you can go to your Memoji watch face and set that Memoji as your watch face. A very useful update in Apple Watch OS 7 is the hand washing reminders. So it's very critical that now we wash our hands for at least 20 seconds. Well, Apple Watch can both remind you and help you to do that. So if you go to your settings and scroll down all the way to the hand washing option, tap on that, you can see it allows you to now turn on the hand washing timer. So what this will do is it will detect when you're washing your hand and starts a 20-second timer to ensure that you're washing your hands for 20 seconds. I'm actually very impressed by this feature, how well it detects when I'm washing my hand. It has always worked for me and not a single time it has failed. So if you're using this, let me know how this feature has been for you as well by leaving a comment below. There is one option though that's not available to set using your Apple Watch. To do that, open the Watch app in your iPhone and scroll through until you find the hand washing option. Tap on that. You will see there is an option here to turn on hand washing reminders. So with this, when you come back home, Apple Watch can detect that and then let you know that you have just come back and you need to wash your hands. Next up is Siri. Siri also got some new updates in Apple Watch OS 7. First, Siri has a new animation that maps to the iOS 14 Siri update. So here is a new animation. So that's pretty much it. That's your new animation available in Apple Watch OS 7 update for the Siri. Second, Siri can now translate your words and phrases into multiple languages. For example, translate "It's a beautiful world" to French.
In French, "It's a beautiful world" is "Le monde est magnifique."
Excellent. So now I don't have to open Google or Bing. I can just ask Siri to translate my words and phrases. Third, Siri can now send voice messages through the Messages app. Previously, Siri used to convert your voice to text before sending the message. So with this update, Siri can now send your voice message directly to the recipient. So here it is. Send a voice message to my wife. I will be late today. Don't wait for me. So there you go. Now you can see Siri is sending this through the Messages app as an audio message, which is basically the voice message that you recorded. Previously, if you want to clear all of the notifications from your notification screens, you can do so by doing the force touch gesture, and then that would bring up the clear all option. So now that is gone. So if you want to clear all of your notifications, you have to scroll to the top and then you will have an option called clear all. So tap on that. That will clear all the notifications in your Apple Watch. If you use the Shortcuts app in your iPhone to automate some of the things that you regularly do, now you should find a Shortcuts app in your Apple Watch as well to go view those shortcuts and execute those shortcuts right from your Apple Watch. So there's a new app now added, which is the same shortcuts app. So tap on that and you will see all of your shortcuts available here from your iPhone. Now, some of these things could run very well in your Apple Watch, and some of the other things, like if it requires a menu option to choose from, those might not run properly in your Apple Watch. But here's an example that I'll show you that I use every day. Now I can directly use it from my Apple Watch without opening the Shortcuts app in my iPhone. The shortcut I use is I got an idea, to simply add an idea to my ideas list. So here's how it works.
Awesome. Tell me more about this idea.
Create a website to share Apple Watch watch faces.
Great idea. It is now added into your ideas list.
There you go. How awesome is that, to run your automation from your wrist? You can now actually add this shortcut as a complication as well. If you look at one of the complications I have in this watch face is the shortcut app. Basically, I've added the I got an idea shortcut right here in my watch face. So if I edit this watch face and tap on this shortcut icon, you can see that I have the option to select one of the shortcuts available as my complication. Now this is very powerful. I don't even have to open the shortcuts app to run that shortcut anymore. I can just put my favorite shortcut in that complication. In this case, I got an idea, and from my watch face now I can just tap on that and start the shortcut to run. A much awaited update for Apple Watch OS 7 is the ability to change your activity goals, which is your move, workout, and stand goals. So if you go into the activity app and then scroll all the way to the bottom, you'll find the option for change goals. Tap on that. Now you can set your move goal, which was available previously, but then if you tap next, you will see you can set your exercise goal as well as your stand goal. You can see here I've changed my stand goal from 12 hours to 10 hours. So using this, you can now set goals accommodating your busy schedule, or even set a goal for weekdays and then change the goals for the weekend. Control Center also got some nifty updates in the Apple Watch OS 7. So now you can add and remove items in the Control Center. So if you scroll to the bottom in your Control Center, tap on Edit. Now you can just remove an item simply tapping by the red icon here, and that will take you to the more items available below. And if you want to add something, just press or tap on the plus icon. So for example, I can tap on this and now you can see the silent mode, and switching between the silent mode is now available in my Control Center. I hope you enjoyed this video going through some of the new features available in Apple Watch OS 7 update. If you enjoyed my video, do like or leave a comment below. Also, leave a comment on what's your favorite Apple Watch OS 7 update feature. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more tips and tricks videos.